Following the recent Supreme Court decision on congressional redistricting in southern states, Hakeem Jeffries is supporting the NAACP's Out of Bounds campaign. It urges black athletes to boycott sports programs at southern universities. Take a look.
We believe that the silence of these institutions is complicity. That's right. And we will not stand for it. This is an unprecedented moment featuring an unprecedented attack on black political representation, and therefore it requires an unprecedented response. We will continue to stand with the NAACP in encouraging athletes in our community to look elsewhere until these racially gerrymandered maps in the South are reversed, buried in the ground, never to rise again.
So this could have a huge impact on college sports programs in the South, but is it putting a little too much burden on the students? Because if you are someone who is just, you getting to go to college, and this is the school that's said yes to you.
Yeah. On scholarship, right?
Maybe on a scholarship.
And also, there's money in athletic for athletes
so
now.
What do you think? You think it's too much of a burden on them?
I think it's really going to become a case-by-case basis, because I don't know how many schools we're talking about. I don't know how many athletes we're talking about, and I don't know that this is the best way. It can be part of a bigger picture, but I don't know that this is the only way to go.
Well, I agree with you on that. I think that there has to be strategy. I mean, athletes have been involved in protests and politics for a long time.
Yeah.
Remember the Olympics, and you had John Carlos, and you had Muhammad Ali. But these were athletes that were established already. These college athletes stand to get a free education. They stand to make money because of the NIL now. And so I think it is asking a lot. But I think it's economic damage and economic harm has long time been a very effective tool in the civil rights movement.
Resistance has a price. I mean, let me give you some history. They say,
yes, do.
Yeah, well, like teenagers, they're teenagers, and they're going to have to give up a lot. The Vietnam War was basically halted by teenagers.
Correct.
Because it was 17 and 18-year-old kids who were going to go into fight this crazy war that they were doing. So I'm not saying it's a great idea or it's not a great idea. I'm just pointing out it is young people who change the world.
But if there's structure, though, don't you think that this could possibly work? Because we're talking about just the state schools, Whoopi. We're not talking about the SEC and the conference.
That's important to know.
So we're talking about 13 schools. These kids are the top of the top. And so they're going to have a lot of other choices. And I would suggest that if you think about Ole Miss, there was I think a running back. His name is, it was a running back. His name was Kylan Hill. He played at Ole Miss. Ole Miss brings in a lot of money. He vowed not to play unless the state changed its Confederate flag. The Confederate flag came down months later. And because college sports bring in so much money.
In theory, I think it's a very good idea. Like, let's talk macro. If all Black Americans boycotted any industry, the economy would crumble. Arts, music, doctors, everything. Like that, of course, that is a powerful way to protest, but it's putting, in my mind, too much of the onus on young people who did not create the problem that we're in. I see Hakeem Jeffries out there. You have a lot of power. Hakeem Jeffries should be somebody who's out there.
I don't think we have any legislative power, though. The Democrats don't have legislative power.
But also, what about professional athletes? If there's ways that they can be engaging, you're established, you have money.
What about white athletes?
Kids.
Why does it have to be only? There are many sympathetic white athletes who would gladly join the cause,
may never make money in sport.
Back in the day.
They need to join. You need fans to join. You need coaches to join.
A lot of times these young Black athletes, it's a way out. I was once given a whole speech on how this sometimes is the option for people to pick them up, to put that back on their shoulders, to say they've worked so hard to get to this point.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me be very clear. Everybody needs to make this part of their fight.
Yeah,
this is correct.
One person or two. This is everybody.
Yes.
And young people do have to stand up, but it is very hard if you are the first one in your family and everybody is saying, "Oh my God, you've made this." It is going to. It's a very tough decision to make, and so it's an ask I would rather not have us do. But I am asking all Americans. This redistricting is hitting us at the moment, but this could be you. They could decide they want to change this and only, these women can vote, not those women. It could be only these people can do it and not those. You could be in any of those groups. All of this affects us all. This is not just a black fight. This is a fight that everybody has to get into, and it's been a problem because people forgot what it was like. That's why we have all these new laws that have taken all the stuff we fought for, because people forgot that the abortion laws were not about your religion. It was about keeping women out of bathrooms, doing it to themselves. That's why it went into. We fought for women's rights because women were being rejected from colleges. Young women don't remember this. You don't know this. You have to trust us on this. If we fight for us all, we're fighting for the collective.
Yes.
We don't all get what we want when we want it. But this is our problem.
But I think in the sports context, you can have the fans, you can have the schools, you can have the supporters,
everybody.
You can have an ecosystem.
Let's invite everybody to this
And
party.
those with a lot of money and
he
power
went to
should put their
LSU.
power there.
He can do something.
A lot of people will